Woohoo! Hello, everybody. Forgive me for being late today. We on Patreon had a treasure chest event. And what happens when you join Patreon is I over deliver. I've always been taught to over deliver. So I had not. Let me start over. Hi, everyone. Terri Harden, Walt Disney's legendary Imagineer, coming to you live and in person on YouTube and Facebook and YouTube. Hello, how are you today? Well, I'm doing okay. It's Monday. Oh, it's definitely Monday. And today I woke up absolutely early and discovered that I could not get back to sleep and then almost missed my broadcast with my patrons. But the reason I'm a little bit late today is because we had what's called the treasure chest. And every month I work to give away little gifties that I find here in my shop or here in my collection. I figure I could sell them on eBay, but I would rather give them to my my patrons. So that's the situation here. And you don't have to be present to win. It's just like a little special thing that I do to say thank you. Everyone's eligible. You win one time during each month. So it's not like you don't get to win, so you don't walk away with tons of prizes. We've had to fine tune it before. But if you are, hello, Leo. Leo's here. Leo actually won today. Congratulations, Leo. He got something. So just so you know, you can go here, patreon.com/Terri Harden for the low price of $5 a month. You can be a part of Terri's tribe. There's so much more to it than just the treasure chest, but the treasure chest is a big part of it. I am starting to also break into more sculptures and things I'm going to be doing. And the tribe is the one that helps me with that. I mean, I still bring them to you, but it usually goes to the tribe first. And the treasure chest, we did that dinosaur story thing. Well, the treasure chest on Patreon is just you remember, and I show you what you can win, and there you go. And it's not always. We just took a vote a little while back. It was a little slow. I didn't do it for a couple of weeks, mainly because I ran out of stuff. That's surprising. But stuff is back, and I usually do small stuff like pins and stuff, where I end up paying for postage. But I asked the tribe if I had bigger stuff, would they pay for postage? And they voted unanimously that they would. Now, I'm not going to, send it, priority mail for $13. But if you live across the pond in the UK or something, you would have to pay for postage because it can be very expensive for something big, or you live outside of the US. But everyone said they were willing to do it. And so to kick it off, one of the things that will be offered in August is this lovely little Grogu. Isn't he cute? I know you were sleeping, and I'm so sorry that I woke you. Okay. All right. Okay. So he's going to be available, and everybody said they were more than happy. I mean, the holidays are coming up, aren't they? They'll be upon us before we know it. So that's going to happen. And then right off the top of the bat, and then we will talk about Black Widow. I haven't forgotten. Right off, I want to tell you that I also have a new book coming out. I illustrated with my best friend, Lynette Eklund, but that's all I'm going to tell you, because Friday will be the day that we talk more about that. Okay. I talked with patrons today. I always let them be first. So they're going to mull that over. I'm hoping I'll have more information by Friday for you, like price point, how much is it, and how you can order, because you know me, my name is Terri Presale Harden. Okay. I want to pre-sell it because that's the way it's good. So please consider joining this because we do these every month. Not always a big thing. It's usually pins and things that I have. But as I clean out my house, because I'm 64 and it's time to downsize, a lot of these things go to my patrons. And that's because I could sell them on eBay, but why? Okay. So I hope you will consider this. You can join for a higher monthly fee, but $5 gets you that as well. That's the $5 a month, $60 a year. That makes sure I keep showing up, and also helps with all of this broadcasting stuff that I'm doing. So I thank you for those of you who are with the tribe, but that's how it works. Okay, everybody. Black Widow. Now, you know, I'm not a Marvelite. I have said this before, haven't I? And I'm not. I'm really not. But there we go. I'm just making myself comfortable. But next to Rocket from Guardians of the Galaxy, which is my absolute drop dyed in the wool favorite character that I've seen of the Marvel characters. WandaVision came close. I mean, I loved WandaVision, and I didn't even know who Vision was. My husband had to explain, and also Wanda. So I like them, but I've always had a special place in my heart for, of course, the Black Widow and Scarlett Johansson. So when I heard this movie was coming out, and my husband let me know, I became very, very excited. And my husband right now is not really comfy with going to a movie theater. And as much as we'd love to see it on the big screen, we decided to pay for Premier Access because my tribe, bless their hearts, informed me that once I pay for Premier Access, I have this film in my library. So I watched it 3 times already. I liked it. There are some things about it that I won't discuss right now. Okay. We will discuss that stuff when, it's not after the first weekend. Because as I said, spoiler alerts, I don't want to spoil anything for you guys. I don't know what I could spoil for you, but just in case, I'm not going to sit here and talk about the movie specifically. I'm just going to tell you that I watched it 3 times, and you can take from that what you want. And then I will explain further at a later time. But how did you like it? Did you see it? And I want to warn you, don't talk specifics other than how amazing the Black Widow looked. I mean, she really, Miss Scarlett, she really knocks it out of the park. And that's one of the reasons I like her. She's just such a tough lady. And my husband informs me that the first time I saw her, which really made me crazy about her, was in Iron Man 2, which I thought Iron Man 2 was about average, not as good as Iron Man 1, but I got to meet her and I fell in love with her right away, and she is absolutely drop dead amazing. So I was excited to see her, and I'm really happy that I did Premier Access, because the more I watch it, the price goes down. So my husband and I attending it. See, I don't know why I always cough when I'm talking to you guys, but I'm going to grab this water here and just have a quick swig. You never know, right? Okay. Well, the voice is still here, so that's good. Okay. So basically, the wonderful thing, oh, my shake is right in your way. Oh, go over here, shake. Go out of the way. Okay. Pretty picture, except for you have giant water bottle. You see, it's like playing chess. Speaking of chess, that's coming soon too. Okay, there we go. Sorry. Anyway, the nice thing about Premier Access, as my tribe, Terry's tribe, told me, is that once you watch it, you can watch it over and over and over again. You have it all the time. And so my husband and I watching it dropped the price to $15 a person, then me watching it 3 more times, cut that. So watch it again, cuts it to, like $7.50. Do it again, it cuts it lower and lower and lower. And the more you watch it, before you know, it's going to be about $2, right? So Premier Access is actually pretty doggone cool. Originally, I wasn't sure, but I have to say it's cool. It's really cool, especially if you like the movie. Now, the downside is, if it's a movie you're not that interested in, and so you wouldn't do it, but maybe you're curious about it and you say to yourself, do I do $30 for being curious about it? So I have to say that for Cruella, I did it, and I really thought the movie was only like this. Okay. I didn't go all crazy. I thought the casting was good. She was amazing. And the costumes are worth at least one viewing, and I will have watched it a couple of times to look at the costumes because I'm a cosplay builder, so I still benefited. But you really got to think that you're going to like the movie, okay? And I saw the preview to Jungle Cruise, and that one doesn't look like something, at least now, that doesn't look like something I'm going to do premiere access with. But this one turned out to be, like I said, I watched it a couple of times and then I watched it again. And I will probably watch it again because I am such a fan of hers for not being. And understand, all of you who are Marvelites, please let me know what you thought. Did you like it? That kind of a thing. Keep it general. Don't be specific because we don't want to spoil it for anyone who may be new. And if you are new, welcome. This is kind of what I do. I just kind of tell you stories and we catch up and that sort of thing. Will it be different? Yes, because things are coming up with me that will be a bit more specific. Basically, the Rolly Crump chess set is being started this month. This month, it's July, right? Yeah. So this month I'm going to start that. I'm also starting a private commission. I'm speaking with someone else about a private commission. And I'm also going to be doing, I don't know if I mentioned that there is the Chuck Jones Center for Creativity. It's a wonderful charity event called the Red Dot. That's going to be happening in September, and I have promised them a painting, so I better get on it because right now it's a blank canvas. I haven't started it yet, full disclosure. So I will show you stuff like that. So on this channel, it's just kind of a peek into the life of legendary Imagineer Terri Hardin. That would be me. And then on Fridays, I answer your questions. So that's the way it works. We're looking to hone it down to a manageable size now that we're getting out of the pandemic. So this one could be anywhere from 40 minutes to an hour. And then the other one will be 1 hour, 1.5 hours eventually. But that's what it is. And I just pretty much talk about what's on my mind, share something with you that I think is cool. And one of those things will be the new book that I've illustrated with my best friend who wrote it and colored it. So I did the line drawings, she did the coloring, and she wrote the book. And it's a children's book, and it's really cute. But I'm going to wait to tell you about that till Friday because I'd like to also, I'm hoping I can tell you that you can start to buy this guy. Okay? All right. Yay! It's going to be so fun. So fun. We'll do more of the other stuff. Let's see what you guys have to say. And as we go, we'll go a little bit. It's a nice plus for Patreon members. Thank you for saying that, Leo. And like I said, Leo did win. He did not have to. He popped in late and we all told him, you won. So sometimes you just get it in the mail. If you're a patron and it just pops in the mail to you and it's like, here for you. Bye. I thought of you, whatever. It's kind of fun. It's real fun to be a part of it. Hi, Joseph. Good morning. Haven't had good internet service last week, so couldn't connect. Finally back. I appreciate that. The bad internet is something. This broadcast here, you've seen, has sometimes glitched or flashed, as Joseph mentions. And for me, it's the same deal because I am on Wi-Fi. They tell you when you're doing a broadcast like this, you ought to be plugged in for real. But where my studio is, I cannot do that yet. But they say help is on the way. The cavalry is coming sometime October, November. So we'll see. But I got to tell you, in the past few days, stuff has exploded for yours truly. She has got a lot of work coming down the pike, and I'm very happy about that. I do one-of-a-kind sculptures and along with regular sculptures. And right now I am I have a friend who's been waiting for her Cheshire Cat. How many out there like Cheshire Cat? Please let me know in the comments. And is that something you would like to have? Probably it's going to be about this big. I have an idea what I want to do. I'm going to sketch him out and I'm going to show it to you, and then Figment. So vote. Who do you want next, Figment or Cheshire? Now, the reason Figment got into the mix, you may remember, you may not. If you're new, I'll let you know what's going on. If you're listening to this afterwards, please feel free to post in the comments. And I will get them as soon as I can. Sometimes I get screwed up on how to answer. I mean, honestly, this is not I'm working to swim in these waters, but every day is a new adventure for me as far as social media. So give me a grain of salt, maybe 2. But I heard that Figment was going to be changed, have a facelift, be changed. I can't even believe that they would change his cute little face and body, but everyone wants old Figment. So let me know which one you'd like to see. I think probably happening, the ghost should be all delivered by, I'm praying November. Pray with me, November. But these hitchhiking ghosts, I will also have the hitchhiking ghosts blacklight ones going up. And if you're going to be at the Disneyana show and sale on September 12th, I'll be there, and you can actually hold these in your hands and check them out. You'll look at my art proofs. Yes, you can actually look at them. Whether you won't be able to, if you have a new order, you won't be able to take it home with you. You'll have to be put on the list, but they're there. And I only have 8 of the illuminating ghosts left. So that's these guys right here, and only have 8 sets left. I sold another set. Yay! And there you are. So there you go. Oops. Guys, give me 1 minute. Take a look at these ghosts. I have an emergency with my dad. Hey, Dad. I'm broadcasting right now. Can I call you back? Okay, excellent. I asked him to do that, so that's good. But I'll call you after the broadcast, okay? All right. I love you, Dad. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you for being patient with me. You know, when you have a older parent, anytime they call, you get a little nervous. But anyway, here they are. And then also I did the blacklight ghosts, and there's more of those available because I haven't really been marketing the blacklight ghosts. But these are them right here. This is how they look. They are really beautiful. They look like that. And then when you hit them with a black light, they look like that. Those are available too. If you cannot wait and you want to order them now, go to my website and click on online store, and it'll take you right to these guys, among other things like pins and stuff. Got a lot of stuff in my store, so feel free to go there, okay? But you can see them right away. But my point is that I'm looking to do a fall sculpture, and it's either going to be Cheshire Cat or Figment. Now, Cheshire Cat has been waiting a long time, so he still may win out. And then Figment may be 2021. Too. We lost a year, didn't we? So talk to me about that in the comments if you would. And like I said, if you're just joining me and you're thinking of subscribing because this is really cool, please do. That would really be nice. I'd like to have, my goal is to get about 1,000 followers that are choice, and you guys are amazing. So we're making our way up. So please do hit that subscribe button should you feel so inclined. Hello, Angie. I got it on Disney Plus, but only my husband has watched it so far. He thought it was fun. Excellent, Holly. Well, Holly, let me think. Let me just think a minute for you, Holly. Yeah, sweetie, I don't know what your husband said, but do me a favor and screen it before you show your kids, okay? Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. You know your kids better than I do, and they're so wonderful and great. But, and we can talk on Zoom if you want. I can be more specific on Zoom as to why I say that. But that's all I'm going to say because I don't want to spoil it for everybody. But if you got kids, it might be good to screen this one. This is definitely not Rhea and her dragon. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to AMC tomorrow evening to see Black Widow. Can't wait. Yes. And here's the thing. That's a great way to do it if your family doesn't want to. If your husband isn't a little concerned about the theater, or, and me too, I can't put it all on him. We just both felt like, we could go in a very early matinee. That's what we do. We kind of work out times when people are sleeping or whatever. But also, I knew I was going to watch it a couple of times, and I thought he would watch it a couple of times, but he kind of was meh on it, just between you and me. He just looked at it and went meh. But I will explain why he's like meh, and I watched it 3 times. That's all I'm going to tell you. Okay? All right. But don't let our what we're saying here today keep you from seeing it. Go see it, and do like Joseph is doing, because if you go to AMC and you're a Stubbs member, Tuesdays can be only $6, can't they, Joseph? Yes. Plus concessions, which is the other thing about doing it at home. I made popcorn. I did all kinds of cool foods. The only thing I was missing was Raisinets and chocolate covered peanuts, which I don't have every time I go to the theater. So at the pandemic, I haven't had them at all, but those are my two favorite things to have with popcorn when I'm watching a movie. Or red vines. Ooh, do I love red vines. Not Twizzlers, red vines. Got to be red vines. So what's your favorite to go to the movie, Joseph? What are you going to be getting when you go see that movie? I enjoyed it, saw it on a large screen, but not in 3D. Yeah, I'm not the 3D person either. Okay, just not my thing. I get sick at stuff like that, and I just, digital's fine. Digital's perfect. Boy, that really is good. I've missed you, Herbalife Shake. Should be drinking those more. So today, line in the sand, healthy journey to a healthier you. Yeah, okay. Premier Access allows you to keep the film as long as you're a Disney Plus subscriber. Exactly, Leo. And I've watched it 3 times, and I ate as many concessions as I wanted, so it was the best bargain in town. I don't have a giant screen, but I know many of you do, you watching fools. And so I really, but it was fine. It was fine. I was comfy in a lounger with my popcorn and my drink. I was also able to make the drink I wanted. I did a rum and Dr. Pepper. Many of you know I like coconut rum from Maui, and Dr. Pepper. It's killer. It's killer good. Anyway, I digress. My mouth is now getting all excited and watering. So, doggone it. Yeah. But anyway, this is a good deal. At first, I thought this was kind of crazy, but it actually is a very good deal. And those of you who have seen Raya and Raya and the Magic Dragon or whatever, I really like the dragon as a human. I fell in love with the dragon as a human. I just so want to make that character because it looks kind of like me, or the way I want to look with gray hair, actually, and have that nice, fun, husky voice like she is, and I love that actress. So, that's now free, isn't it? I don't think that's Premier Access. I think you're in like Flynn now. You can just watch that, and it's a really fun movie. I love the movie. So, had I at the time, when I watched it, I was kind of meh, but it had dragons in it, so I'm going to watch it more than once. But anyway, so I feel this is a good deal. Okay, I think this is a really good deal, especially as Holly Mack points out, you're a family of 4. You're trying to get you and the kids into the car. Now everybody wants concessions, $6 a person. If you're lucky, $6 a person, most likely $10 a person. That's $40 plus concessions is another $40 usually. And you're spending $80 to $100. It really is a savings, isn't it? And you can make all of it right there. If the kids get tired, they can go play with toys. If they get bored, whatever. It really is a nice idea. And so congratulations, Disney Plus, on something that I think is quite brilliant. And thank you for allowing us to keep it, because keep it in our library, as Leo says, because it's really wonderful. And I really enjoy that part. I don't often say that, but I do this time. Happy things are picking up for you in the work side. Can't wait to see all the new things. Yeah, and then there's Terri, who has a lot she wants to do. This is the, artists out there. That's all of you. So all of you raise your hand. You're all artists. You start to look at things that you want to do. There's a million things. I have a list of things, toilet paper roll of things in my own art that I really want to do. So, but these ghosts have got to come first, because they're a challenge. The light up ghost, and then my client, Frank, he was so funny. He says to me, the Rolly Crump chess set, wouldn't you like it to light up? And you know what I said? Well, I can't repeat it here. But it started with H and ended with no. No more light up. No more for a while, because this has been very hard. I have had to give up my power to someone who does electronic work, and the parts have been difficult to get because of the pandemic, and it's just stressed me out beyond what I want to have stressed out. I want to have more control over my sculptures, so you guys get them in a timely manner. You've all been so wonderful, all of you who have purchased these ghosts. Here they are again on the desk, but I have to tell you that it's been a really difficult haul for me, and they're beautiful. They're the Cadillacs of the ghosts, and if you're someone who loves the hitchhiking ghosts and you want the ultimate in hitchhiking ghosts, I have no problem telling you that is these guys right here. Sorry, these guys right here in this picture. They're amazing. They're absolutely amazing. And Google them on Facebook. People who are adoptive parents who've gotten them have said they are so much superior to the photos that I have. So honestly, if it's something you're interested in, go ahead and take a look. You can go to my store, terriharden.com, click on our online store. That's my website, terriharden.com. While you're there, if you're going to grant me the right to have your email, I have some digital drawings that you can download as a gift, as a thank you. Many of you know that if you signed up with that, you probably rarely heard from me, if at all. That's because I'm still working on the website. It's in progress. And so I need to understand how to reach out to you once you've signed up. But at least I got you your gift, and that's really important. So you can do that. Then pop on the online store, shop around. You don't have to buy. Nobody clips the cuffs on you, but it's pretty cool. Yeah, very cool. So thank you. Thank you, Angie. You're always so sweet with your words. Glad to call from Dad. It's not a true emergency. Give me. Yeah, me too. Every time. He's 87. He's going to be 87 in July. This is July. His birthday's coming up. But and he told me, you know what? I have a code with my family. Okay, if they put that code in, that means that I have to stop everything and answer the phone. My dad did not do that, but he did do it over the weekend. So I was a little bit concerned that he just forgot, but he didn't. He's got a mind like a steel trap, so I shouldn't have panicked. But he just wanted me to know that the emergency that wasn't really emergency is taken care of. Do you have parents that do that? The emergency that wasn't emergency is now okay. So thank you, Angie. Didn't mean to give you guys all a heart attack. You know, it's so funny. People call when I'm broadcasting. They'll call me on other times. But yeah, I enjoyed the family dynamics in Black Widow with love watching kick-ass women kicking butt. I think women's studio courses will have plenty to unpack and discuss. It's great for young girls to have superheroes and even villains they can admire on screen. Leo isn't doing a spoiler here, so if some of you are kind of going, he's really not. We all know, I think, very clearly that Black Widow is her backstory. So that's the other reason I wanted it, is because I've learned that although I'm not a Marvelite, which means I don't watch a lot of Marvel stuff because it's not necessarily to my liking. For those of you who are Marvelites and loved Endgame and the one before it, I didn't like those. Too many people. And I just don't like those, you know, throw in every superhero that you've got and try to follow. It's just not my thing. So I love the backstories. I actually sat down with my husband and talked about this. I like Iron Man. I like Spider-Man. And I realize there's like a ton of Spider-Mans. So which one? This new young kid backstory. I like the one when he goes to Paris. Thought that was cute. Ant-Man backstory, the original Ant-Man. Guardians of the Galaxy because of Rocket, and Endgame was great because Rocket was in it. So if I can hang on to Rocket, I'm fine. That's good. But usually if it's a backstory, I'm in. I really like the backstories. So I'm realizing, you know, I like the original Thor, his backstory, Captain America, his backstory. So you can kind of see that I have a little bit of a habit there. So, but the ones with everybody in the kitchen sink in there, yeah, no. Not my thing. So that's kind of, you know, but I just want you to know that Leo's not spoiling here. He's just kind of keeping it general, but, you know, you knew it was a backstory. If not, sorry, it's a backstory. Okay. But I think you knew that, right? Okay. He said to wait it show the kids. I think it's PG-13. You know, you've got a great husband there, Holly, because I would have said that, but I don't have children. And so how, you know, who am I to tell you what to do? But you got a good guy there. He's on it. So I go with him. I agree with him. Just wait a little bit. They may be very excited to see it, and maybe you can do your, you know, I remember that that there was some little kids who really wanted to watch. I don't even remember what it was, but they had a couple of really like not so great scenes, and the parents told them to cover their eyes, and then they fast forward through the video, and so it was kind of a truncated version. And as parents, you have the right to do that because you're protecting your kids. So you can watch it, and then you'll know what I mean. But he's right. Waiting is a good idea. I have been a member for a couple of years. This is the tribe again. Bob says join. It's so much fun. The tribe is really cool. It is. It really is. And it's not because of me. It's because of everybody. It's because of us all. So thank you. Thank you for that. I won't pay $30 when I can see a matinee for $6.50. Well, Leo, here's the thing. What if you just love it? Then you're going to have to wait. Or see it twice. Now you've seen it for what? $13. But if you really love it, then you're going to see it 4 times, which is what? $26. And we're not even thinking parking, concessions, driving, and your time. So that's what I'm talking about. If it's a movie that you can only see once, which is 99.99% of the time for me, I agree. $6.50, done. Okay, I've seen it, I'm done. Kind of like riding Pandora. I stood in line for an hour, I rode it, I loved it, and now I don't have to ride it again. That's just me. I've got the experience. I don't need to ride it 50 times. It's just the way I am. But if you're someone who wants to see it several times, and since I was a fan of this and my husband wasn't comfortable in theaters, this was the perfect opportunity to exercise my $30-ness. So it works great. If I had paid for the tickets, let's say $6 a piece, $12, okay? Don't get the senior rate when you do the Tuesday $6 at the AMC. That's $12. But then if I want popcorn and I want some candy, it's already up to, let's be conservative, $20. Then there's the gas it takes for me to get to the theater at today's rates. Not a full gallon, but definitely, let's say, $4, because it's almost $5 here in Southern California. So there's the gas, and then there's parking, you know. So it adds up. Yeah, it adds up. And for the two of us, you know, yeah. So that's where I started to do it. And I get the bonus of watching it 20 times if I want. Not that I want to, but over the weekend, I watched it 3 times. So I got my money's worth. $10 a viewing if it was only me and my husband got in there, so it's less. So it's pretty cool. Not saying you should do it. It's just that we are now, as a society, doing the math, aren't we? We're saying $30 if I want to watch it. And when you have children, Holly Mack, please weigh in on this, and they love the movie, and it's a premiere access, it's smart for the parents to do premiere access, okay? Because let's say Frozen 2 came out, and your kids want to see it, and you know they're going to watch it 50 more times, aren't they? Then premiere access is what we call a godsend, Leo, an absolute godsend. So this is what I'm talking about. It really gives people choices, and it is great. I hope they keep it. Shh, don't say it too loud. You know how they can be. Haven't seen Black Widow, but watched a review for the burger at Deluxe Burger in Disney Springs. That looks yummy. Oh, yeah. Awesome. Well, that's cool. That, and Disney Springs, of course, is WDW, yes. So I did not catch that. I watched the Sir Richard's flight. He actually got his plane/ship slingshotted, so to speak, up into space. He took a crew with him, a couple of really cool pilots, and they were up in space for about 10 minutes. It wasn't orbital before they came back down to Earth, but they were able to have zero gravity and see Earth from space. And when they finally do their commercial flight, this is the first commercial non-orbital flight with the most people. Congratulations, Richard. I've loved your airline. Wish you still had Virgin Airlines. It was one of the nicest airlines I ever flew. Miss it. miss it a lot. But really cool. Really a cool experience. Please watch YouTube. You can see it. It's really quite incredible. And if you want to go, the price tag is only $250,000. Yeah. So will I get to do it? I don't know. It's going to take some time. But listen, there are other wealthy people all over the world that are doing the same thing. They are following in Richard's footsteps, not necessarily copying Sir Richard, but they are following and they are creating these non-orbital opportunities for you to go up, spend 10 minutes, and see Earth from space and come down. So I'm imagining right now in my mind, like the airlines, where they'll start to compete, and it may come into a more reasonable range so that I can afford to go up, because I really would like to go up. One of my number one things on my bucket list is to see Earth from space. I get severely motion sick. So it's going to take some real chutzpah on my part. But once the price comes down and I'm still alive, I'd really like to see that for real. Thank goodness for the NASA channel, though. I remember when the NASA channel came on, and I was just in tears watching their photographs of Earth from space. So, and I used to say, I guess I'm going to have to settle for that. But now look at what all these commercial people are doing. It's amazing. So that's what I did as well. So I didn't completely, Disney out, but I really did like that. It was really, I love space. I love space. I'm excited about Cheshire Cat. I'm not a Figment person, but excited to see what you do with it. Figment is, of course, a dragon. So, of course, I should be doing Figment, Holly. But Cheshire has been waiting a long time. He's been very patient. And you know what a stinker that cat can be. So there's a very good chance I'll do Cheshire and Figment, and let Figment be 2022's kickoff sculpture. But the point is that if Disney is really changing the look of him, so many people want a nice sculpture of Figment that looks like Figment. I can't imagine why you would change him. But then I can't imagine why you would change a lot of things at Disneyland when it's the place where Walt walked. And you've got young people, millennials and non-millennials, and all of the young kids loving the 50s and the 60s. And that was what the Tomorrowland was like. So personally, I'd roll the clock back and put it there, because I think that you'd be packed with all these young people wanting to experience live and in person the 50s. Just my thought, as an Imagineer. I think that would be a really cool thing to have happen. So, yeah. Hello, Kelly. Good to see you. Good to see you. Surprisingly, I don't eat snacks while watching movies out. I usually have dinner before. Yeah, Joseph, good for you, because I remember that when I was younger, I always have to have popcorn. I don't have to have a lot of popcorn, but I twitch when I don't eat popcorn. It's that ingrained in my DNA. But I can have a little cup of it. It doesn't feel like a whole movie unless I've had popcorn. It doesn't have anything on it, maybe a little tiny bit of salt, but I have to have that. That is ingrained. That's my habit. I used to, before I got involved with Herbalife, and you've heard Bob talk about it. It's a shake that just gives me good nutrition. I used to have a feed bag of popcorn and just, it's a wonder I had it's a wonder I even saw the movie. But now I've honed it down to where just a tiny bit is perfect. And that's all I need, but I do need that. And at the theater, that's where they make the most money, isn't it? Is in their popcorn. Because 50 cents of popcorn is like $5 or something. Yeah, for a small or something. I don't know. But good for you. If you can do that, Joseph, good. Now you're really saving money, aren't you? I'm a huge fan of Figment, says Kelly. Kelly, huge fan of Figment, old Figment, right? The original Figment. And what do you know about the changed one? I saw a couple of drawings and sketches of the one that they were thinking of changing him into, and he looks a lot like Puff the Magic Dragon. And that's kind of weird. He's kind of boofy and puffy, like, he looks kind of like that little dragon from, like a little dragon from the Pokemon series. Doesn't the Pokemon series have like a kind of boofy, fun little round, bubbly dragon? Anyway, that's what that kind of soft, bubble-like dragon is what they seem to be going for. And It just doesn't say Figment to me. What do you think, Kelly? Raya is a fun movie and it's now free. That's what I mean. See? So, if you can wait, wait. But in the case of my husband, his challenge is that because he's a Marvelite, and I am speaking to you Marvelites out there, you know that if you're a known Marvelite, people are going to be coming to you and wanting to talk about it. So it gets difficult if you can't see it. But as Leo has pointed out, and Joseph, there are bargain opportunities to see it. You can go see it once, chill, and then not worry about it, But here's something else I'm going to point out to you that we all talk about. Forgive me, just making sure it's not my dad again. Okay, good. All right. Okay, let's see. Just one more thing. Yeah. Okay. My cousin is all about these emojis. But here's the thing. Now is the time. Now is the time. I'm going to say it one more time. Now is the time to purchase DVDs of your favorite films so you are in control. Okay? I have a huge DVD collection, namely because I want to have every Disney film accessible in case you say to me, wow, I would like the character from fill in the blank as a one-of-a-kind. All I have to do is pull that off my shelf and review it so that I can learn about that character. But for you, you know how Disney and many companies can be. They'll discontinue the movie, or who knows what happens in the future. And that gives you power. Many people are saying, this a la carte stuff is difficult because you have to choose between, do you want Disney Plus? Do you want Apple TV? Do you want Netflix? Do you want Amazon? Do you want Paramount? Do you want Criterion? Do you want ABC? Do you want NBC? Do you want Universal? Do you want Warner Brothers? Do you want, because they're all pulling it apart, aren't they? They're plucking it all apart and charging for their own content. So it turns out if you want to see a particular movie, you got to go and purchase that subscription, and that can, yeah. So the way that you combat that is to now get DVDs. And here's the warning. They won't always be there for you. Okay, so grab them now. If you see something that's real special and you don't want to lose it, then grab it now. Now. Yeah, grab it now. It's my advice. You don't have to listen to it, but it's my advice because then you are control. Hey, I think I'd like to watch. For example, my husband has not seen the John Wick series, okay? I happen to have it on, I have the first one, I think. I want to get the second and third. And the Liam Neeson Taken series. Well, not the series. 1 and 2. And then there's one called, there's a new one on Netflix called Ice Trucker. Pretty good. But there's one called where he is in a big snowplow thing and he keeps the street in the snow open for people that are upstate somewhere in Canada, I think, or Alaska. And down to, anyway, it's one of my favorite movies. I like a lot of Liam Neeson because they're all kick butt, I also like Nicolas Cage in the Ghost Rider series. I don't care how cheesy they are. I love them. So basically, I'll get that and put it in my library. That way, when I want to see it, I just go like this. But if we go to John Wick, which he had never seen, I had seen all 3 of them. And you can see the first one on Prime for free, but the other 2 cost money. So that's what I'm talking about. You rent it for $4. You might even be able to find it on an eBay or Amazon for $4 because it's an older movie. So check your DVDs and pick a few up. It doesn't have to break your bank. But, the more of those you have, and I know storing them is kind of a drag, but it's better than having Laserdiscs, let me tell you. You're going to be able to watch them whenever you want. And that's my tip of the day. When you want, your kids want to watch Frozen 50 million times. You don't have to stream it. You just put the DVD in and put it on loop. Let it go, over and over and over and over again until you're singing it in your sleep. So there you go. Just my little tip. Have a 40-inch, see, but the commercial experience is important to me. Absolutely, Leo. I'm not saying I do this all the time. I'm just saying we're coming out of the pandemic, and until my husband's comfortable, until we both are, Yeah. Tell Frank to develop his own light up game board. Yes. That's a good idea. Would you let him know that? Just he can make the light up chess pieces do his thing and not tell me about it. Don't make me sculpt it. Please. I'm listening but driving. Hello, Nate. How are you today? Good to hear from you. I saw Nate is getting back into sketching, and on Terry's Tribe, he's starting to show us some really great stuff. And I'm excited that he's drawing again because he's really got some great stuff, and it's fun. If my wife was interested or I had family, I'd definitely get Premiere Access. Exactly, Leo. I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, and sometimes you're going to find that the wife will be interested maybe in one incident, like me, okay? Guardians of the Galaxy, I thought it was cool that he had a Walkman because I had a Walkman, right? Then the music is definitely off the chain, isn't it? And then the Groot, the full-on Groot character, the adult Groot character, and his relationship with Rocket was absolutely wonderful in Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one. Origin story. Sorry. But I kind of like 2. What I do in 2 is truncate my own version because honestly, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, that whole business with Kurt Russell as the dad, can't stand it. So I fast forward to that. So I watch a little bit at the beginning. Then when they get there, I fast forward and I go to the end and watch the whole business with Groot and Rocket going, no, yeah, no, yeah. And then the guy, Mary Poppins, y'all, I love him. So, but then I can watch it the way I want to. So, okay, there we go. Cut that out. That's a nice thing about being home is you cut out what you want. Also, if you're someone who, when Endgame came up, they had a cute little fuzzy teddy bear like bear, kind of like the Charmin bears, the Charmin bears on TV. And it said, this movie is long, so make sure you take care of your business. Go pee now, basically, is what it was saying. So that's the other nice thing you get if you're at home. You can pee whenever you want and not miss the movie. You can actually pause it. Does it ruin flow? Well, yeah, but you don't want to flow while ruining flow, right? So just don't worry about it. And you can watch it again. So like I said, it's all everyone's choices. And in certain cases, it's going to fit. It's going to really work. Both of you will be excited about it. Both of you will want to check it out. Premiere may look good to you. You have a romantic dinner, watch the movie, all right there. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It's a $12, $15 per movie ticket here. I love all the streaming. It's so much cheaper. So Holly has a family of 4. Just like I was saying. So her husband, and her 2 lovely children. This really helps people with families. Okay? It really, really does. And it's such a good thing. I don't know how long it's going to last, but I am grateful for it right now. Okay? But you really want to have control of your life and your film experience, then do yourself a favor and get a DVD. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what I say. That's what Terry says. Yep. Get that DVD. Get that DVD, baby. I went Saturday night and saw Peter Rabbit. I know that's what you meant, Diana. 2 very cute. I laughed so hard. I think Peter Rabbit is going to be very cute. It looks very interesting. It's one I'd like to see. Eventually. I have to wait till we're comfortable going to the theater. Yeah, I told my husband we could go during the week, first thing in the morning, because most people are at work. And we have a schedule that allows that. And that would be great to see some fun movie. But he really wanted, he said, do you feel like you need to see it in the theater? I said, this is a movie, I'm talking about Black Widow now, that I can get behind because of the actress who plays her and the character that she is. So I can actually watch it on my phone and love it. See, here's the problem with that, okay? Leo loves the theater experience, as do I. But I have certain films that, yeah, really want to see the theater experience. But when it comes to Marvel films, just saying, okay? Yeah, that's me, though. That's me, though. Great, Deanna, great. Just need to sell a few more ghosts to make that money for the trip to orbit. Oh, I'd have to sell a heck of a lot more ghosts, and there's only 50. So, yeah, no. But it'll happen. You just keep saying, this is what I want to do, and magic will happen. I truly believe that I will see Earth from space, and it will be on one of these vehicles. But, man, it was great to see it yesterday and see, Sir Richard sitting there smiling and going, oh, it's awesome to look out and see Earth out the window. It's pretty incredible. And what the plane does, no offense to the voiceover girl, but they got the wrong person to do the voiceover. Her voice was like this. There he goes, up in the air. How long can you listen to this intensity, guys? I'm just asking. It's great. And I mean, I'm not going to subject you to that a lot, but oh my gosh. They needed that nice, warm chocolate milk voice of NASA. And now, as he goes up into the air, you need that calming, you need the whole experience. That voice went right to my skull. So I had to turn it down. But the plane, Richard's plane, flips upside down. So everybody has a perfect view of Earth from space. Pretty cool. I, of course, would get sick, so I have to make precautions. So, but for $250,000 a ticket, I've got plenty of time to figure that out, wouldn't you say? So thank you, Angie. That's very sweet. Great suggestion. I can't wait to see it again. I purchased an annual soda cup, which I refill with free ice water most of the time. And I take a bag of almonds, mixed nuts, some gum, or sugar-free mints. I won't, he's saying he's got this down to see it in the theater, right? And at $6.50, there's a couple of times you can see it before it becomes 30, right? So he's got it. He's got it. AMC has a Stubbs card, and on Tuesdays it's $6. You got to act fast, but you can see a top run movie for $6. So it does work if you want to do that. That's what I would do for Peter Rabbit. So I go see it for $6. Woohoo! And then yeah. And bring something if I wanted to. Bring my own candy. Sure. Yeah. Sure. I managed a 4-screen theater while attending college. You did, yes. So I avoid theater popcorn most of the time and always forgo the very unhealthy fake butter. Yeah, I don't eat the butter either. It doesn't taste like butter, does it, Leo? It's like oil. And now put oil. Yeah, I can do my own butter at home if I did it, but I don't. And yeah, I'll say it later. I'm not going to say that now. But yeah, no, I get it. I just like it pure. I'm such a purist, Don't like it cheesy, and I just like it popcorny. I want popcorny taste. Yeah. I went to a sushi restaurant and asked for Japanese mackerel, and I ate every piece of fish they had because they said it's not the most popular fish. I was like, well, should I call you ahead of time? Say I'm coming in 2 weeks and you just fill your thing and I'll just eat it all. I'm guaranteed to eat all of it, because I love that fishy taste, but I don't want stuff on it. I don't need you to put anything on it. Mackerel and the little, just a mackerel. I'm like a seal. Because I love that Japanese mackerel. Oh my gosh, it's my favorite fish. And it's really good for you in omega-3s. Yes. So, okay, so that's what Leo said before. Our theater just started selling kettle corn, so I'll get that on occasion. Yeah, not for the movies. I'm so excited for you guys that this is the case. But yeah, you see how we are? It's like we take snacks with us, which is super smart on Leo's part, right? Or we gotta have a particular, it's gotta be a particular way, a particular, one of the things I love about the theaters out here is their lounge chairs. So I won't go see a movie if I can't be in one of those bark loungers. Yeah, and they're set in 2x2, so my husband and I get one together, kick back, and watch it. Whenever we see one with multiple Marvel characters, I always get those at the theater. So if I don't like the movie, I can go to sleep and he can watch it. So that is cool because I relax in the park. He can watch it. He can see it the way he wants to see it, and I sleep if it's something I'm not that interested in. Stephen. Hello, Stephen. When doing anything AMC, I use the A-list, which gives you 12 movies a month for only 12 movies a month or 3 movies a month. 12 movies a month for only $23.95, $2 a movie. Oh, any day, anytime, any format, including no charges for online booking, bonus discounts, special offers, bonus points. So tell me something. 12 movies a month, do they roll over? Okay, so Stephen Goldman has a really good point. If you love movies, 12 movies a month, I don't think they roll over. I think you lose them. But like he's saying, they're $2 a movie, right? And you get kind of priority, because you're A-list. But you got to really see those movies. And you also, you can't be someone like myself, because what also happens is during the year we get screeners, because I am with a voting committee that votes for films for like Academy Awards. I'm not on the Academy. I'm with the Screen Actors Guild. My husband's with the Academy. So we get a lot of movies sent to us. So we see movies on occasion. And if you're an occasional movie viewer, the A-list doesn't work. It just doesn't work for us. But I don't know, is it $23.95 a year or $23.95 a month? I think it's $23.95 a month, isn't it, Stephen? So you really got to move it or lose it, right? Yeah. But if you're like Stephen, someone who sees it, or Stephen, if I'm correct, you can watch IMAX. I can't watch IMAX. It makes me motion sick, so I can't sit in an IMAX theater. So it really doesn't benefit me. But again, someone like Stephen, it truly benefits. So there you go. But bam, it's like the annual passes were for Disney back in the day. Yeah. Pretty doggone cool. And given all the entertainment options at my fingertips, watching a film second, third time in a full month period is extremely rare. If I love it, I may revisit the film a year or more later. Exactly. So here's your thing, right? My husband laughs at me because I will watch the same movie over and over and over and over and over again like a little kid. So one of my favorite movies is Hell or High Water. I absolutely love it. I saw it as a screener and just flipped over it. My favorite series right now is Ted Lasso. I have it on DVD. It's a screener DVD. I watch it over and over and over and over and over and over again. It is on a loop while I work. I don't listen to music while sculpting. I listen to movies. So I get the movie to the point to where I can play it in my head. I don't even have to look at it over my shoulder. I just have it running so that I have sound, because I like to have sound. But music makes me dance, and then I don't get anything done. So I can't have music when I'm sculpting. I do films, and I know them by heart. So you kind of figure that with someone like me who's seen Star Wars back in 1977 189 times, 183 times, forgive me, adding, don't want to pad anything. But after seeing it 183 times at the theater every single time, because there was no VHS, DVD, streaming, etc., then you kind of get my MO, right? But like Leo says, again, you got to take you. What do you do? Isn't it interesting how we talk about Black Widow and how it segues into what do you do for films? Is this a good thing for you? That's the big deal, right? That's the big deal. Saw Black Widow in 3D for $2. There you go. Was it worth it? Stephen, was it worth it? Leo says, I'm revisiting The Adventures of Spin and Marty on Disney Plus and finally binging The Sopranos since we have HBO Max. The Sopranos is great. I have them on what? DVD. One of my favorites too. Yeah, absolutely. It's great. And I'm watching Muppet movie with The Muppet Show with Jim Henson. Oh my gosh, that just, I just love that that's available. I just hope that since movies these days are going up both streaming services and theaters, that they don't ruin it too much for the theaters that have been struggling since the pandemic. I agree. As soon as I feel safer, I will definitely go to more movie theater experience. But I have to be honest, we didn't go to the theater very often to begin with because it's just one of those things with me. I'm very busy. I don't even watch a lot of TV. That's why I watch a movie over and over, so I can have it behind me and see it in my mind's eye while I'm working, because I work so much. I can't really focus for very long, sit still and watch a movie. I just don't have the discipline. I'm like a 5-year-old. If you ask Holly, I asked Holly about Rhea and the Magic Dragon, and I asked how long did her kids stay in it before they disappeared into something else, because kids have a shortest attention span, much like myself. And she told me. And that way I could kind of gauge through them how long I was going to watch it, because I really am a 5-year-old in a 64-year-old body. I can't sit still. I mean, right now my foot is jiggling because I'm sitting still right now. So Joseph, yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. Support the theaters. Local Theater has luxury lounges. That's exactly right. That's the way I like to see a movie. AMC A-List allows 3 movies a week, says Joseph, thus $12 per month. I was a member when I was a member. It was $23.95 a month, and you are still charged even if you don't go. Exactly. So you got to decide how much of a movie person you are. Yeah, because Joseph's right. If you are someone who loves to be in that theater, especially IMAX, because like Joseph is saying, this program really works if you're an IMAX nut, because IMAXs are what, between 13 and 20 bucks a viewing? They're high. So this really helps you because you can see 3 IMAX and you're actually saving money, aren't you, Joseph? Yeah, baby. Yeah, waiting for Lasso season 2. Like this. I looked at it and I'm so curious. I'm so curious of how season 2 is going to be. I can't even stand it. And I thought I could wait until it finished and then just binge it, but I can't. I'm going to have to sign up for Apple and just watch it every week because I can't. That show makes me crazy. I will make time to see Ted Lasso. Thank goodness it's only half-hour episodes because I am a fan, super fan of Ted Lasso. Anything in 3D is worth it. Yes. And see, Steven says that again. See, I'm not much for the new 3D. I like the 3D glasses 3D or no 3D. I just don't care. Yeah, but that's me. Again, that's me. So, guys, we are at 1 hour. I love you guys so much. Dolby and Prime are also great. They are. For me, as long as it's a big screen and I can see the story, my husband says the whole movie could be green and I wouldn't care as long as the story is good. Just doesn't affect me like it does most people. But I love movies, and we obviously love movies, right? So thank you so much for sharing with me. And I hope some of you got some ideas on how to save a little money when going to the theater, because we were so blessed with people like Leo and Steven and various other people talking about why this Disney Plus is a bargain. But some people, like me, was saying, why should you pay $30 on top of your monthly? But like Leo says, there's plenty of amazing things to watch that are cool. They're always adding yummy stuff. I love Disney Plus's documentaries. I'm a documentary nut. And what's better than Disney and documentaries, It's kind of like a s'more, the marshmallow and the chocolate and the graham cracker. You got the Disney, then you got the documentary, and plus more. So it's yummy. And with that, I'm going to say goodbye, and we'll see you Friday, okay? Do something nice for someone else. It'll help you feel so much better. I'm going to try, like I said, to keep these on Monday about an hour, because you're all getting out in the world, and I don't want you to feel like you have to stay, but you can always watch it later. So hugs and kisses to you. I love you guys so much, and I hope to see you too. Look at this, Dolby Atmos on 2 of our local theaters, 12 screens. So it's everywhere. And I have a friend who in her hometown, they don't have the loungers, so she went and saw it on Sunday morning in the loungers, and she could be ruined for life, isn't she? Yeah. Have a great week, everyone. I love you bunches. See you Friday for Ask Me